Aunt. Welcome to another episode of I Help You Find a Job for Free. That's right, it seems too good to be true, but ladies and gentlemen, maybe that guy in Cambodia is too good to be true. All right, that's a little bit too much of an ego boost, but hey, if you do think it is incredible to get some of this information, you should let me know down in the comments below. If you're wondering what sites are legit, which ones should I be applying to jobs on, let's just jump into it. Boom. Yes, I am using DuckDuckGo. Gotta support the underdogs. I would suggest, instead of doing like teaching in Cambodia, you'll probably get a lot of blogs and other things like that. This is probably the most direct thing to search for. Teacher jobs Cambodia. First hit is definitely one of the more legit sites. I know I've applied several times on jobs on Jora, and I know I have got offers from things circulating around their website. So obviously the first few might be an ad. Just watch out. Some of these are just gonna sign you up for newsletters that, sure, it could be great. It gives you, job listings all around the world. But if you're specifically looking in Cambodia or in a specific country, beware of some of those. You can change the location. That's rather nice. Let's say you want to be science teacher. One of the things I thought I had to teach English when I was applying for jobs here in Cambodia, and it was so helpful to know that, hey, guess what? There's other opportunities to teach my subject. I'm a science teacher by trade. I love explosions and playing with fire. If you haven't seen, I have a video of some of the engineering projects and flammable experiments we did. So pretty awesome. There's actually quite a few of these urgent posts out there. These are so nice. And sometimes you'll even find these mid-year, even after the school year has started. People have to leave for whatever reason, or they realize they have more of a need than they thought, or they couldn't hire in time for the school year, and there's these ongoing positions. So if you're looking for an ideal time to apply, just do it now, and you never know what will pop up. So let's just jump into one of these things. Unfortunately, there's no posting on terms of salary. It does talk about some of the requirements. You will know, this is something I will do another video on. The more education and credentials you have, the higher your salary can be. So at a base level, if you are just an English speaker, maybe you have some teaching experience, you could probably get into some jobs, maybe even some part-time jobs for an hourly rate. One tier up from there, we have positions where maybe you get a TESOL, TEFL certificate, relatively easy to get online, and you can at least teach at like an elementary, primary school and make something around $1,000 a month or more, depending on the opportunity and depending on how well you can sell yourself, how well you can sell your experience. Yeah, how convinced they are that you can really bring value to their school. And then at the top tier, we have schools that are some of the top schools in Cambodia, top schools in Phnom Penh, top schools in Siem Reap that are going to be paying $2,000 and up. Compensation bonuses such as like a moving expense, free plane flights at the beginning and end of your contract, and maybe even a housing allowance. So I'll do a video on that. It's great. Like, look at all of the different, we got primary. I mean, I didn't even know that they had primary math and science teachers. I thought primary teachers did it all, which they do, I guess, but at some schools, you got a great opportunity. Yeah, obviously we're getting some other things in here in terms of other search results that will happen on this website. And even when we just type in generally teacher, look how many jobs are existing right now. This is page 1 of 30. There are tons of opportunities. As you're looking into it, you'll notice that some are specifically for perhaps Khmer teachers, some are for certain locations. Obviously, Siem Reap and Phnom Penh being the primary ones. So let's jump into some of the others. Let's go with this one. Is one I know looks super sketch. It's kind of has a old-fashioned 2000s vibe to it with the advertisements all over the place. But I do know that I have seen some legit job offerings from legit schools here in Cambodia, and this is also a nice place to look at. Again, they're looking for someone who's like TEFL, pretty nice. So this one I would suggest follow up. I know sometimes when I sent emails, I didn't really hear back from some of the schools, so I just looked them up and then I would call them directly. If you don't have an international phone number, that's very unfortunate. So I know there are some online options to do that, but give them a call and actually try and make sure they know you. This is another one, Teachaway. I know I would think I was on their mailing list for a while. Another good site to just check in with opportunities. Obviously, listings from one school, you can see that there are some positions that a license is required. So these will be higher paying positions versus this is probably not paying as much, but hey, it depends on your credentials, your degree, and depends on your time commitment too. Sometimes you'll find that some of these jobs are going to look very much like the job that you had in your home country, like full time, and you're working after hours trying to create engaging lessons, etc. Kind of the last site that I want to show you is one called Mong Tom. Tom is like big, and even though it looks like Thom, like thumb, it's not. It's Tom. So Mong Tom. And you can see right here, latest jobs, it has all sorts of jobs. So not just teaching jobs, that's kind of nice. So I know I took a look through here. Hey, could I get a job as a physicist or as a research scientist? Could I get jobs as data analyst? I do work some consulting jobs on the side, and this is where you could be able to pick up some gigs like that. And you notice that Westview is a legit school. We know people who work there, and you can see they've posted their advertisements on multiple sites, so can't get away from them. ISPP, another really legit school. You'll notice a lot of the jobs are for Khmer. They're looking for Khmer employees, but every now and then you will find things for what's known as an expat or expatriate. I don't really love that term. It just means that, okay, let's say you're working in your home country and you decide to live and work here in Cambodia. I don't love that term because even though I wouldn't consider myself an expatriate, like I'm always patriot, come on now. And I still pay US taxes, so come on, that's patriotic. Yeah, so I think that's, I think that'll do it for today. If you, let's just give a quick search for science. Oh wow, can't even spell. Obviously I didn't teach English. No results found for science teachers. So sad. So I'll do teacher. And it might be because I used the word teachers, not teacher. So I'm gonna try that right now. Some of these sites will do that. No, okay. Teacher, let's see. All right, cool. So we've got a lot of different opportunities, not only at schools. I noticed there's some from like mission organizations and some other foundations that are kind of more charity, NGO type organizations. Anyway, take a look at this. There are plenty of opportunities. If you applied to an opportunity or you plan on applying to an opportunity, please let me know in the comments below. I love to encourage you, to celebrate with you if you get a job offer. I know I had to apply quite a few schools before I actually got the offers that I did, but I would say it paid off because getting multiple offers is so fantastic. It allows you to negotiate. It's so worth putting in the extra time to apply to more schools. Along with that, just shooting your application out everywhere sometimes can feel like you're tossing it into the abyss, and sometimes you actually are. So it's really good to pick your top 5, 10 schools and actually follow up with them. Even picking your top 3 to 5 schools that you're gonna follow up with weekly to see, has that position been filled yet? This really can give you a opportunity to actually bump your application up to the top of the stack. You're allowing them to at least remember your name, and especially if you're in country and you can actually make face-to-face contact, that's definitely worth it too. Oh, I did want to talk about this other one. Another site that's really legit is Teacher Horizons. You can see they have some opportunities here. Not too much to choose from, but it's nice that it tells you how long ago it was posted. And as I click on this, secondary math teacher, let's see what, secondary science teacher, ASAP start, yes. I could have a new job. Join for free, oh no, I have to sign in. Oh, I don't even remember my password, this is embarrassing. Sign in successful, oh, that is impressive. to be able to remember my password in less than 2 tries. Ah, yes, so this is what we saw at that other website. Anyway, breve tiempo, and if you get a job offer through some of this advice, then let me know in the comments below and I can celebrate with you. Blessings.